What's up, guys, and welcome to downtown Mansfield, Ohio, here inside of the OH.Report studio, where it's your boy Brian Skowronski hanging out with a special guest dropping by, Ryan Parker, the junior stud for the Lexington Minutemen. An awesome season for you guys, man. I mean, I covered a lot of your journey along the way, getting to the state Final Four. Just tell me about the experience as a player from start to finish and the expectations that you guys had. What was it like being a part of it, and I would say maybe even exceeding your expectations getting to the Final Four?
It was amazing to be a part of it and just the whole experience in general, but if you would have told anybody on the team that we would have been a Final Four team in a tournament, and we all would have just looked at you and said, you're crazy. Like, just the fact of, I think we started off with the first game as a 5-0 win against Ontario, and we thought we were really good, and then the Bay loss was a reality check, and then we realized that every single game was going to be a fight, and that eventually we started playing as a team, and that's what rattled off the 20 wins and got us to where we went.
Yeah, 20 consecutive wins after that 8-0 loss to Bay. What, in your opinion, really became the difference where you guys gelled and came together there?
I would say, so on the bus ride home from that Bay game, our bus driver was actually kind of falling asleep as we were going home, and we were all very terrified. But
I could imagine.
I think that actually gelled us together as a team, and we realized that it was more than just a soccer game, and it was actually about brotherhood, and that we actually gelled together, and we realized what we had to do.
When you look back at the list of accomplishments that you guys had, obviously coming back, beating Bay, you would say would be the highlight of the year. What are some other things that stick out to you that you guys did that you're like, dang, that was pretty awesome?
So just the fact in general, as statistically, we are the best team to ever come through Lexington high school history. So we
Congratulations.
Thank you. We broke a lot of records, like most goals in a season, most shutouts, stuff like that. And then we had the best record. And so the team that went Final Four in 2011 only had 17 wins. And the fact that we had 4 more than that is just crazy.
Outright OCC champs, so you have that on the plaque too. The Madison game, let's talk about that one in tournament though, obviously going into overtime, and just what was it like to be a part of that game? Obviously 2 Richland County teams playing in Mansfield, and then it goes into OT.
So originally I was very happy. We were very confident going into that game, and we started off playing very well. We just struggled finishing our chances. But when they clapped back very quickly and had 2 quick goals, we realized that it was time to go. It wasn't going to be any easy game, just as any other day.
Sure.
But when we came out on top, it was the greatest feeling ever. Just to have it 2 years in a row of a header in overtime to put us through, it was incredible.
Gavin George with the clutch jeans, dude. What was up with that? The back-to-back OT winners, like, crazy.
Gavin, so he started off really good in the season, and then he had a little bit of a stagnant bit, and then I think once he hit 5 goals against a Worcester, a solid Worcester team, and that gave us the outright OCCs, and after that he just started scoring everywhere, and it was insane. It helped us so much throughout the season.
Obviously his #1 goal, and then the #1 game in overtime, knocking off Bay. Talking off camera, you said, of course, you were even surprised yourselves that you were able to take down the #1 undefeated team in the state that had already taken care of you guys earlier in the season in the way that they did. What do you think happened that you guys were able to come out on top there? How do you describe that or explain it?
So just getting beat 8-0, I think Bay came into the game overconfident, which it's human nature. If you beat somebody 8-0, you're going to come in with a bit too much confidence.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that we changed our game plan, we had to put 9 guys behind the ball and just pray for a counterattack goal. And the way that we got both of our goals and stuck to the game plan, I think is what really helped us in getting it.
Obviously, that was a great win, and then you guys knocked off Lima Shawnee, another top 10 team, to get to the state Final Four. A lot of times, though, it won't be the victories that you think about. It'll be the defeats, and then that Howland game where you guys had the 2-1 lead, and then it was tied there in the closing minutes, but before you guys lost, and I think there was 2.5 minutes left. Is that unfortunately the thing that you think about the most about the season?
Yeah, without a doubt. Granted, yeah, we have all the stats, all the records, but it's just the loss to Warren that everybody wants back. It's just a game because we know that we came out a bit stagnant, and just the goalkeeping errors, just everybody makes mistakes. I'm not going to hold it against him at all. And then we came out and we started punching back, and then we had a good 20-25 minute period where we dominated them in the second half. We just couldn't finish our chances, and then eventually, if you don't start finishing chances, they will, and they did, and they deserve the win in the end.
Well, obviously the best season in Lexington history, so kudos to that, and you guys will always have those accomplishments. As an individual, what do you take away from the season your junior year that you'll think about the most for your success?
Well, the thing about individually, granted stats are everything, but just the team in general, just to be a part of it, and it was just a great feeling. It was incredible.
So now you're looking to maybe move on to the next level, of course. You got one more year to really showcase your talents. Well, what do you got to do here in the offseason? What about your game needs to get better?
I would say my positivity around my teammates. Granted, yes, I do try to bring others up, but if somebody makes a mistake, I'm a realistic person. I let them know it, and they don't take it to heart. They know I am who I am, and I think that's what, in the end, actually helped us, is how we held each other accountable. And that's what gave us a positive season in the end.
Maybe just smile a little bit more when you're out on the field, Ryan. That might help.
That might help a bit.
All right, Ryan Parker, the Lexington Minuteman, right here in person.